I manifested that only the right people come across this video. So if you're watching this right now, this video is confirmation that you are entering a brand new era. Your journey across stormy waters is officially over, and you are now on the other side. You are completing a journey that was wrought with struggle, that was long, it was arduous, and there were so many lessons in it that you have gained that has given you a lot of awareness, a lot of emotional intelligence, and now you are more level-headed. So this new journey, the path ahead is so much brighter because there's no struggle, there's no self-sabotage, you're no longer getting in your own way. And I see a lot of stability in your life going forward. So this is very resonant with people who struggle financially. I feel like you're finally entering an era where you're taking control of your finances. You're no longer letting finances ruin your mood. You're starting to get a handle on it, and now you're starting to see all the abundance coming into your life because you are just ready to face your finances. You're no longer hiding from them. You're just ready to take control of your life, and this is what this new era is about. So this is what I feel like November is going to be for a lot of people, where there's these sudden breakthroughs, this sudden shifts happening in people's lives, and the next 2 months are going to be very busy for you, but also very intense in a good way, because there's a lot of magic in the air that starts once Halloween is over, and we move into the winter months as we get closer to December, and this activates magical energy, very miracle-like energy, wish fulfillment. So this is what's happening in this time, and it's otherwise would have sent you on a roller coaster of emotions, and you might have lost it at some point, gotten into ahead of yourself, and just self-sabotaged your success. Even if you've seen breadcrumbs of it, you would shrink back to what's familiar, what felt safe, and what was ultimately you operating from survival mode. And now I see you entering this new era where you are grounded and you are resilient and you are ready to thrive, and you are over survival patterns. They've served their purpose and you are ready to move on. And this is particular to your purpose and how you operate on a daily basis. So this is going to bring in abundance because of that energy, that magnetic energy, and that level-headedness. And there's so much confidence that comes with it. So this is what's waiting for you as we move into November, into December, and then into 2026. So let's just get a bit more clarity on what's ahead. I'm using the Starlight Tarot deck. It is linked in the description as well as the pinned comments. Holy Spirit, what do we need to hear about November? What wisdom do you have? What do we need to know? What does this collective need to know? And of course, I always pull the Wheel of Fortune. It comes up in almost every single reading that I do, especially for this collective of people. So this is just confirmation that these messages, they kind of bleed together. It's very like a succession from when I started these readings till now, and how they all kind of bleed together, because these are generalized readings that are applicable to this time, this phase of life. And if you are watching this outside of November, then I feel like this is what awaits you in the next couple of months, regardless of when you're watching this, that things are moving in your favor, regardless of time, because we also have the Death card, which ultimately what's coming up for me is that death is timeless. And so it's almost showing that no matter when you're watching this, this is going to be something that is just evolving on its own. You have little control over it because it is so timeless. And when we have the Sun come up with the Death card at the same time, I feel like time is moving forward, and so is the journey and your story and your life, and everything is just naturally unfolding beautifully as it should into this new era. And it's very sudden, just like sudden death. This is what is coming up for me when the Death card presents itself in this reading, that it's very sudden death. And so this is going to bring an abrupt end to any survival patterns that you may have, and that this is bringing in a brand new beginning, a shiny new beginning with the Sun card. It's bringing light to so many things, especially the things that you've struggled with in the dark. And just all the lessons that have happened beneath the surface in the unseen are about to come into the physical realm in the form of abundance and stability and prosperity. And there's lots of opportunity that awaits you with the Seven of Cups here. So this is telling me that this era of death and being in the wilderness and experiencing drought and just a lot of death and desolation, you are entering in a new era of growth and harvest and abundance that it's going to be almost overwhelming for you. It's going to be quite shock to your system. That's what comes up with sudden deaths. It's very shocking, but this is going to be a very good thing. So just allow it to unfold beautifully, because you have so many opportunities that are awaiting you. And it's going to come up in the form of you building your empire, you receiving your birthright, following your passions, integrating your shadow, and working with lemons. You've always been so resilient. When life gives you lemons, you've made lemonade, and that's very prominent in this reading for some reason. Lemons are very prominent right now, so that if that has come up in your awareness or your reality, this is confirmation. And I feel like you integrating your shadow has just given you so much healing in your inner child, that you are glowing from the inside out, that you are shiny and new. You've shed your skin like a snake. Snakes are very prominent right now. And so you are this whole new person as you move into this new era. And don't let the death card scare you. This is actually very beautiful confirmation that the old you is gone and you are moving into a whole new way of being, a whole new way of existence, and it's going to be unlike anything you've experienced so far. This is just confirmation that everything is moving in your favor, and there's so much strength and mastery of life that you've given yourself a whole new opportunity. It's redemption, it's restoration, it's resurrection. And so you are entering the world ready to take it on at this point, because you know that you can live authentically. You could shine in your purpose, and nothing or no one is going to stop you. Nothing, no weapon, no enemy, no curses, no haters, no jealous people can stop you. You don't care anymore. You're so over those patterns that come from survival, like people pleasing and perfectionism and worrying what people are going to think and self criticism. This is all part of the survival habits that are ending now as you move into this new era, and it's going to be replaced with self-love and self-compassion and being in purpose and giving yourself grace and just allowing yourself to be and shine as the authentic version of yourself. So that's what I have so far. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. So I see that your determination is what's paying off at this point. Is you've made it this far because you've really had no other choice. Even when bad things happen to you, people have probably said, "Oh, you're so strong. I don't know how you do it." It's because you knew deep down, without saying it to them, that you had no other choice. There was either sink or swim, and you didn't want these things to define your life. The things that have happened to you, you didn't want the struggle to define who you are and what you tolerate and the things that you go after and the life that you want to live. When we are victims of our own circumstance, we limit ourselves by thinking like victims, that the world is against us, that the universe is against us, that everything is evil. There's so much light in the world, and it comes from people like you who have allowed these things to strengthen them and allowed them to shine brighter and to be more empathic, because you are to people what you wish you had received your whole life. And I don't want you to overgive. Maybe that's what the Seven of Cups is saying, is that we have the tendency to get ahead of ourselves, to retreat back into old ways of being, even when we thought that we have overcome those tendencies. So just know that you can still be a kind-hearted person without overgiving. And it is now your time to receive. You are in an era where you are going to be receiving, because you are so magnetic and you are no longer overgiving, especially to people who don't deserve it. You are all about that reciprocation and the universe loves to reciprocate. So what's ahead is just so beautiful for you in the next couple of months, especially in the month of November. So expect magic in your life, expect miracles. This is the message that I have for you today. If you want to claim this message, comment 1111 in the comments. Let's put that miracle, wishful energy out there and manifest big things together, because I have a feeling that the next 2 months are going to be absolutely amazing for everyone in this collective who has ever come across this video. And if you watched it this far, congratulations. I hope it was helpful. If it resonated in any way, please let me know. Share with your friends to spread the blessings, like or subscribe. I put out new videos almost every single day, and your engagement really helps this channel grow. And I really appreciate any and all support. If you need any spiritual guidance or rituals, you want to check out the decks that I use, there are some options linked in the description as well as the pinned comments, including a link to my shop or a way to donate. Otherwise, I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.